Well, astonishing indeed, and we're joined by the Liverpool boss now, Arne. Thank you so much for joining us. That was, I imagine, a roller coaster of emotions, but how proud are you of your team for the resilience they showed and how they picked up that vital win today?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of similarities between our game against City, where we faced a team that is so good in ball possession. And have some great wingers as well that dominate the 1v1 situation. So we knew, I already knew, I said it I think before the game, we will not dominate ball possession over here.
Are you surprised by how the difference in ball possession though? Because they were probably about three quarters.
They take the risk of go 1v1 all over the pitch, and that's the only thing I can blame my players, that I think there were 3, 4, 5, 6 times where we played through them. And it was completely open, and I think, but that has maybe also to do with being tired or having to defend so much that then the last touch should be better. But that's sometimes difficult if you already defended so much.
You talked about expecting them to have more ball possession, but how impressed were you with them in terms of the way that they kind of dominated big spells of the game, and especially, like you said, the 1v1 situations in this game?
We came here with them having 10 wins in a row, scoring goal after goal after goal. If you look at the underlying stats, they were number 1 in the Champions League as well, so they ended up 15 or 16. But all the underlying stats show you that they were number 1. And they've played Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, and one I forget, but it was Arsenal, of course. So to have the best underlying stats, if you faced that quality, tells you a lot. And so much space up front, midfielders that are so much quality on the ball that, for us the only way over here with their fans behind them was to defend as we did. And now we are hoping, of course, that our fans at Anfield will help us a lot.
You don't have to hope that will happen. What I want to
That's also what we need. But we first need them on Saturday, because the boys had to dig really hard, deep, to get this performance over the line. So we will need Anfield 2 times.
And what did you say to them at half-time? Getting into half-time was such a pivotal moment because Liverpool were under a lot of pressure in that first half. What did you do, or what did you change at half-time?
We changed the way we defended a little bit. So we had 2 ideas to defend, because they always go with 3 defenders and then a lot of rotation in the midfield and always have 2 players wide. So in the first half we asked Lucio Diaz to press a bit more. In the second half he just had to follow Hakimi. So I think in the end that helped us a bit, but I also showed them that we had 2 set pieces where we created 2 good chances from, and the transition moment where Diogo won his duels, and if he squares it better, it's 1-on-1 for Lucio. So I said, I've told you how good they are. But don't forget, there are more chances than you think, but you have to keep on working really hard.
Two questions for you. Have you ever played in a game or managed a team where you've come out of it and you've gone, how did we get out of here with a win? But also with a goalkeeper that has played at that level?
No, I don't think I've worked with a goalkeeper that has played at this level, which is normal because he's the best in the world. So I had some very good players as a manager, but never had the best goalkeeper in the world, and that I think he is. He showed that today. I did experience once or twice we had to defend so much, but normally you come away then with a 1-0 loss or 2 or 3-0. That didn't happen a lot though. But to go away with a win over here was probably a bit more than we deserved.
I just want to ask you quickly, sorry, Reshman, how proud are you of the substitutions? Everybody comes on. I mean, this isn't a fluke. You know, your substitutions have all made impacts all throughout the season. The likes of Endo, Harvey tonight, Curtis, everybody comes on and does something Darwin, to help the team. Darwin.
And Darwin was in a difficult place after the Villa game and after, I think it was one other game, home game against Wolves. But he showed again how important he can be. And Harvey has said after the game, I assume you are quite frustrated about me because you hardly play and then you only get 5 minutes again tonight. But it's not only a compliment to them, it's also a compliment to our staff, because every day after we've played, they have to train these players, and they always find the great exercises, though they keep going. But it's a big compliment to the players as well that they want to be there for the team if needed, and they showed up today.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, such an incredible team effort. Can I just say, in commentary, Rio described Allison's performance as a 9 out of a 10.
9 out of 10.
That was only in the first half,
the
wasn't
first
it?
half,
First
yeah.
half.
No, it was second half.
It was 11 out of 10 when at the end.
Oh, was it? Was it?
But I do agree with you. He was outstanding, and I also saw the facts. But in the second half, if I'm correct, but please correct me if I'm wrong, I think most shots of them were outside
the box.
Yeah. And it's then their quality that they hit the ball like they do, because in the first half they had 3 or 4 open chances. It was you were waiting for them to score. Second half they were still threatening us a lot, but the shots were
From distance,
still needed to be saved.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and they were indeed, and that's exactly what you needed. Arne, thank you so much.
very much.
Really great performance. Look forward to
Good luck.
next week. All the best.
Nice.
It's amazing, isn't it, the impact that he has had on this side. And he always argues that, well, I haven't done that much, very few tweaks here and there. But it's much more than that, isn't it?
Yes, I think if you know Liverpool, if you delve into it, if you know how he operates, people think Liverpool, for instance, are lucky they haven't had many injuries, but of course he's got his own men and he listens to them, and the sports scientist, I mentioned it against Newcastle, Ruben, who he brought in. Liverpool went to him at Feyenoord because his injury record at Feyenoord was excellent, so you have to look into the background. So it's not a fluke, and he makes substitutions at the right times, and substitutions normally work out. This is not fluke, it's not lucky. He's done that at Feyenoord. That's why Liverpool went to him, because his stats are that impressive. So he'll be nice and calm under it, but he deserves a huge pat on the back. He's been a superstar, hasn't he?
Yeah, he absolutely has. Well, look, there's one manager who's been a superstar all season as well, Luis Enrique. 10-match unbeaten run for PSG has come to an end tonight at the hands of Liverpool. Let's hear from the boss, who's been speaking with Jules.
Luis, after the game we all watched out there, how did you end up with a defeat?
Well, my feelings right now, it's difficult to think about the match in a positive way, because I think we deserve to win, clearly. We created a lot of chances. I think it's one of the best match in Champions League that we did this season and already last year. And when you think the best player of Liverpool was the goalkeeper Allison, okay. Football is many times unfair and we have to accept that, but we are ready to Liverpool.
What are the positives that you take from this performance to Anfield that make you believe you can get a result and still go through?
We don't have anything to lose. It's everything in that moment lose, and I think we overcome Liverpool. Liverpool is the best team in Europe that year, and today they almost create 1 or 2 chances at maximum, and we created a lot. I think I feel proud of my players, of my team, of the supporters, and I think that's the key to follow on, to continue.
There's so much to admire about your front three tonight, but also defensively, as you say, you restricted Liverpool to so many chances, which isn't easy to do with the type of players they have too.
Of course, top players, top quality team, and I think they didn't feel that this season with Arne slot, and for us it's important, but we have our last chance and we are going to think about that in a positive way.
Still doable?
Of course, we are going to do it.
Elliot, a bit of a cuddle there.
Young player, young English
Deserved
player.
as well. Look at that. Well done, mate. Well done.
You know what? When you get a young player who's been waiting for their chance, he's a talent everyone's talked about for a long time. He's a young English player. You want to get moments and opportunities in football, and you get one like this, and he comes and takes it with both hands.
Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant. Darwin Núñez does really well. Puts it onto Harvey's left foot, and where Allison Becker was outstanding, Donnarumma just wasn't up to it, and he couldn't get a shot past. Couldn't save Harvey's shot.
Yeah, good old Harvey. Let's hear from him now. He's with Jules.
Harvey, I can see just from the smile on your face. Wow, what an end to that game. How have you done that?
It's full credit to the team, to be honest. You can see they become a little bit tired towards the end. Speaking about PSG, and that was due to the team's work rate. They created many chances, PSG. But obviously, thanks to this man and the defence, you know, it was a very solid game defensively, I thought. And, you know, it was just down to me to put the opportunity away and thankfully winning.
Allison, you haven't faced many teams this season that have had that many shots at your goal. Was that your best personal performance of the season?
Yeah, probably of my life, I think. so far, hopefully. No, the manager was telling us how hard it would be to play against PSG, how good they are with the ball. We have to be ready to suffer. So when you see the clips as well from the opponent, you know what is coming, so much quality on their side. But we as well, we work hard. Yeah, we gave away so many chances, but always with the player on the ball. Not so many times, some of them with a 1v1, but the biggest part of the chase is always having someone to make the player who is having the chance have to think a little bit more. So it makes my job easier. All the efforts the team puts in, and at the end, like Harvey coming in and scoring the goal, it's unbelievable. A great story for us, a great night.
How would you describe his performance?
I got no words, to be honest. I mean, this guy, he's unbelievable. You know, the best in the world, and each and every game he shows it. Keeps us in so many games. And then, you know, like tonight, it's my opportunity to repay this man. You know, without him, I don't know where we'd be. So, you know, hopefully he can keep putting them in, and hopefully we can keep finishing chances. But, you know, it was a great team performance.
Was this the best team you faced this season?
I think it's a really good team. We have still more time to come. Hopefully we can keep the result for the second game, and we can play a better game. We know that we have to improve for the game at home. And if we go through, we're going to play other teams that are really tough as well. But yeah, we have to recognize so much quality on the PSG team. With the ball, having possession, creating chances. Yeah, it was a tough night for us, but with a happy end.
Well done, guys. Enjoy it.
Very much. Thank you.